Candle number 2. Who is here this year? Hi!
Surprise!
You're back, and you brought the rabbi.
I did. You're welcome.
Oh, it's Rabbi Kutcher! He's here! I came all the way!
Rabbi Kutcher is in the
Let's
house.
go!
Rabbi Kutcher.
Happy Hanukkah!
I'm here with Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher, whom is actually Rabbi Kutcher.
Not a rabbi.
And yes.
Not a rabbi.
Not
You
rabbi.
are to us.
I'm your rabbi.
Okay, fine.
My parents were like, wow, you really married a Jew.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
I
think
made
you
it
had to
Hanukkah. And
Dreidel,
when you're
dreidel,
ready,
dreidel.
I prayed to Elisha. Play. Hey!
If I don't talk over my wife at some point, I won't talk. I'm a professional. I understand how this goes. Before we light the candles, we all meditate on what is a miracle that I could create for somebody else.
Oh my God, we're not talking about circumcision right
That's
now.
all connected, though.
Babe.
Couples therapy here on Hanukkah, right here. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Mila and Ashton.
Happy Hanukkah.
I know I
Happy
wasn't
Hanukkah.
invited. You technically invited him, I want to be clear, and then I got brought on as the +1 today for the
that's
Hanukkah
not,
celebration.
I texted both
was a
of you
group
together.
thread.
Yeah, it was a group
thread.
text. So there was an intention here. Okay, first of all, I love that you have a rabbi. You had a bunch of rabbis throughout your life.
I had a rabbi that I studied with for a very, very long time, and then he passed. But then I created a GPT of my rabbi. I took all of his books and his classes and his writings and everything so I can talk to my rabbis.
Does it work?
Yeah, it's very good.
Ashton, what is it about Judaism that had you so fascinated? Why? You're not Jewish. You're married
Not
to a
Jewish.
Jewish woman and you made 2 Jewish humans.
Both
You're
my business
multiplying the
partners
Jews.
are Jewish. It's all the Jews. So I grew up, I was an altar boy in a Catholic church. I grew up Christian Catholic. The whole thing in Christianity is like, be like Jesus. What would Jesus do? Do like Jesus does. And you go, well, if you want to actually understand what Jesus would do, you learn Judaism. Because that's what he learned. And then when you start to learn Judaism, you understand why people do what they do, how they do what they do. You actually learn ways to live better as a human.
What do you love about Hanukkah?
The thing that we always talk about in our family around Hanukkah is the miracle. It's the miracle that the candles lasted 8 days, but it's really a function of like, how do you invite miracles into your life? And we always talk about, if you want to have a miracle happen in your life, you create a miracle for someone else. That to me is like a wonderful thing to really think about. And every day it's like we all meditate before we light the candles on what is a miracle that I could create for somebody else in somebody else's life.
That's beautiful. One of the things that I love about Hanukkah is how we add light every night. You raise up the holiness and you never take it down. You always take it up. What about you? What's your favorite thing about Hanukkah?
Guys, my answer is going to be so lame. Whatever it is, it doesn't even matter. He goes on a whole thing about mysticism. You speak Hebrew. What does it matter what I say? I can tell you donuts. I can say presents. Who cares? You guys, you both have such beautiful answers.
Stop it.
No.
I think I just like tradition. I like the communal aspect. I love communal anythings. And to me, lighting a menorah feels very communal.
Which is the most spiritual action of all.
That's true. When you give it, you get it. So why is it important these days to be proud in your Jewish identity and your Jewish culture and heritage?
Growing up in Russia, being Jewish, you didn't really talk about it. And then I came to America. Everything's fine, guys.
Everybody talks about it.
What's the big deal?
Oh my God, I'm Jewish. It's so great.
And so I never thought about it until the current state of the world, where now I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. And then I married this super Jew. And so then I was like,
I'm not even Jewish.
I know, but I guess I was like, I guess I'll be proud of being Jewish. You know what I mean? But it was never a thing either which way.
Anytime the world is in a place where there's an instant stigma on an identity, whether it was a sexual identity or a religious identity or a cultural identity, I tend to feel like that's a good moment to be totally revealing about my identity so that there's a sense of safety in that. Yeah. And so as long as you're not hurting anyone else, you go be you.
We live in a world in which you celebrate every single identity, whether it's your sexual identity or your heritage or your ethnicity or whatever. And I feel very strongly like people are a little afraid to be Jewish right now, and we're not going to let that happen. This is what we're doing here. We're celebrating our Jewish identity with Jews and non-Jews alike, and some non-Jews that know more than other Jews. All right, let's light the candles.
That's
Great.
Okay,
How do we place the candles and how do we light the candles? We had to bring Rabbi Kutcher here.
You were supposed to light towards the door first.
What if you're facing this way?
Okay.
I think
The door now?
I could be wrong about this, but I think that there's like some, you put like the menorah on the door.
Or in the window.
It's supposed to be on the door because there's technically like evil eye, and the same reason why you have like there's the evil eye symbol thing that's like by the door, and then you start to diminish your ego, and it's not even about you at all, and it's about broader path. So they're like the 36 pillars, and the reason why we actually circumcise.
Which way does this go? Oh my God, we're not talking about circumcision right
That's
now.
it's all connected though.
Babe.
I technically think it's supposed, yes.
Right.
It's supposed to be right.
Towards the door.
Okay, are you ready?
Born ready.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'hadlik ner shel
Hanukkah.
Amen.
Amen. Happy Hanukkah.
Oh.